Whew, cold out there. So what's up, guys? Today I want to talk about something that might be a little controversial. Today I want to talk about the topic of why in the world would your average truck buyer, your average user of a truck, buy a diesel in today's time. Let's talk about it. All right, now I know right now some of you are boiling at the seams right now just because of this topic. I mean, this is a sensitive topic. People put their whole life identity on diesel versus gas. And don't worry, we'll be respectful because there's no sense or no benefit in having this debate without some constructive direction to it. So the first thing is, look, I have a 6.4 Hemi gas engine 2500. For those of you who are new to the channel, first of all, thanks for tuning in. But for those of you who are new to the channel, didn't know, that's what I have. Absolutely love it. The reason I have this truck is because I needed the payload to tow my travel trailer, which at the time was smaller than the one we just recently upgraded to. So a lot of people are like, well, why don't you get a diesel to pull it a lot better? It absolutely will pull it better, guys. There's no debate on that. We know this by now, but there's a lot of benefits. And in today's time, there's a lot of things that have changed that have really taken away the value of actually owning a diesel. People like to talk about when they say why they should get a diesel is the resale value. Yeah, it's $10,000 more, but that value is gonna hold and you'll get that back at resale. Not necessarily false, not necessarily true, because diesels are a lot more to maintain. And over that course of time that you're expecting to get that $10,000 back, you have to make sure that you're not putting that in maintenance during the course of the life of the truck. So that's not a direct guarantee. People can be disingenuous about that a lot of times. Just because it holds the value better doesn't mean over the life of your experience with that truck, it's actually going to be there. Next thing is, look, fuel prices, guys. You guys see the fuel prices, $1.50 more for diesel than gas? Nah, I pass. Yeah, you can say, well, you get better fuel efficiency. Yeah, you do. But are you really getting the fuel efficiency now when you're paying almost $1 to $1.50 more than gas? I think it's eating that up. Next thing is, look, it's 35 degrees in North Carolina right now, right? Right, a little bit above freezing, but that means if it's 35 degrees and it's about 7:45 right now in the morning, just a few hours ago it was below freezing. I can just get in my truck. Matter of fact, I don't have to get out my truck. I can go from my bedroom, hit my key fob, and start the truck up, let it warm up, get out, and just go. Diesel, especially when you get into colder climates, not so much. I like the fact that I don't have to worry about warming up the engine, doing 3 or 4 different steps to get myself going. So let me just say this. If you already have a diesel truck, I'm not coming for you. Relax. Don't be offended. Enjoy your truck. Because 9 times out of 10, most of you, by the time you bought that truck, you had no idea what was actually going to happen. None of us did. So if you are one of those folks, the average truck user, and you've already purchased your diesel truck, guys, enjoy your truck. It's a good truck. It's a good engine. You can do a lot with it. It pulls like a freight train. Enjoy it. But if you're in the market and you don't have a truck yet, and you're an average everyday truck user, guys, get the gas engine. Seriously consider it. If you just want a diesel and that's what you go for, hey, I can't spend your money, right? Do what you want to do, especially if you're talking about a 2500 truck, guys. It doesn't matter how much pulling power you have, how much horsepower, how much torque you have, if you don't have the payload to pull it. If I'm going to pull more than 14,000 pounds anyway, first of all, I'm going to have a 1-ton truck, and I'm going to go with the diesel engine. I'm not going to do that on a 3/4 ton truck. Why are we doing this, guys? I can tell you why we're doing this, because a lot of people aren't educated, because this isn't something that I grew up knowing about. The only reason I learned about this stuff is because I started towing a travel trailer. When I started towing a travel trailer, I learned very quickly how ill-equipped I was to do what I wanted to do with the truck that I had. So I started doing some research and looking at things. There's a ton of information online. We're in the information age, guys, and I'm here to tell you, if you are an average everyday truck user, meaning you're not doing hot shot, you're not moving heavy equipment daily, you're not doing, serious construction work that requires you to move heavy weight on a daily basis across distance, guys, get the gas truck. It's going to help you out so much more. It's going to save your wallet, and you're still going to have the capability to do what it is that you want to do. I had a video that I showed maybe about a year ago, that I posted about a year ago. And on this video, I break down, you know, the difference, why I went with the Hemi gas over the diesel, and it actually goes through the process. I show you the numbers. I even compare it to my old half ton to show just how much a similarly trimmed, or exactly trimmed model of this truck that we're driving right now in the diesel, and it had like 200 or 300 pounds more of payload. It could pull significantly more with that engine, but again, it doesn't matter if you don't have the payload to haul it. So let's get back to the basics. So I guess a big point I like to make is, and this is just a true statement, right? Your average truck user, your everyday truck user, somebody who has, you know, maybe they're taking their kids to sports, maybe occasionally they'll tow a travel trailer, or they'll do something that requires a truck that a car just can't do. And it might even do something that requires more meat, more beef than what a half-ton truck can do. Y'all know I love my half-ton trucks, by the way. But let's say you're doing something like that. You're moving a bigger trailer. You're moving something that is just too much for the travel for a half-ton truck. But you're not doing this every day. You're not doing this to make a living. You're doing this to be able to have access to the ability to move certain things from time to time, take family trips. Maybe you're pulling a boat. Maybe you have some property that you want to do a little bit of work, hauling wood or something from time to time. That's what the average person does. That's what most people who purchase trucks do. Now, I'm not talking about that segment who actually uses their truck to make money by hauling and pulling heavy things consistently. That's not what I'm saying. The average everyday user does not need a diesel. Give me one reason, put it in the comments, give me a reason why, outside of just sheer want, or is this what you desire to have? And if that's you, that's okay. But from an economical, common sense, everyday use standpoint, give me one reason why your average truck user really needs a diesel. Now, a realistic reason that a lot of people buy diesels, especially in 3/4 ton truck that don't need them, I'll give you two. One, they just don't realize how the payload numbers and how much heavier the diesel engine is. They just don't know. I was one of those people for years. But the other thing is, some people really attach their pride to having a diesel truck. I guess it makes them feel more valuable, more worth, more manly or womanly. I don't know what the case is, but a lot of times people say, I just like to have that Cummins because that's a Cummins. It's supposed to be that way. And if that's you, that's all right also. I'm not coming at you. But what I am saying is, for that person who's thinking logically, who's actually crunching numbers, really looking at how they would use the truck on a daily basis, guys, gas is the best way to go. It's cheaper fuel-wise. You don't have to worry about DEF. You don't have to worry about fuel, diesel prices of fuel being $1 to $1.50 higher than gas fuel, right? So there's so many things. You have a higher payload from 800 to 1,000 pounds more on a gas engine truck that's spec'd out the exact same way. I've showed that in a previous video. Guys, there's no reason in this day and age for your average truck user to buy a 3/4 ton diesel truck. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And I hope this helps you out. Think about it. If you want that diesel truck because you want it, go for it. But just know, you're actually losing more than you're gaining by getting that diesel truck over the gas ton truck if you're an average everyday truck user. Hey, I appreciate you guys watching. God bless. Like and subscribe. Take care.